Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nuuli Forged. We are back after a 2-week hiatus, and we are a 5e actual play stream that plays in the custom setting of Nuuli that came out of my crazy-ass brain, and 5 of my friends over here are brave enough to play in, because they are also crazy. Indeed, Matt, who plays Spoot, will be joining us a little bit later, but he will be here tonight. I've got it. Hello. Thank you for the Pikachus, and thank you for resubscribing. 32 months. Thank you so much. Oh, and NYC Zombie. Thank you for 16 months with your Amazon Prime sub. Thank you so much. Ooh, a hype train. Hype incoming. Anybody else want to join in the hype train? Go for it. I don't know. I don't know how this works. But that's cool.
I'm really bad. I have no idea.
Yeah, same. But yes, we are back. We hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday if you celebrate that. I was on vacation in another country and had a good time there. Ecuador is lovely. The people are very nice. And the prices cannot be beaten. Like I tell you, it was wild. I've got it. Thank you so much for letting me know that's how that works. Cool. Please, somebody roll me a d20 if you'd be so kind, so we can do some introductions and y'all can answer some questions.
I call it.
All right.
Oh, that was bad.
Okay, cool. All right. Dear players who I love so much and have missed very intensely, please introduce yourself, your character, and after these 2 weeks, please let us know a pet peeve that your character has in general, or maybe a very specific one. So a general or a specific pet peeve that who knows might influence some actions at some point. And we're going to start at the top of the ladder with Mike.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mike. I play Defect, the Arcanaton Barbarian. Pet peeve. This is really hard to come up with on the fly. I don't think anything has come up during gameplay that Defect would be like, oh, that's annoying.
I mean, hey, you've dealt with a lot of stuff in your time as a Defect.
I really have. And for the life of me, I cannot think of something super annoying. Maybe
because you have no sense of what is annoying because you've been hanging out with Grrrig.
That's very bad.
I was going to say maybe like people's lack of running into or towards danger. Like Defect is gung-ho about running into a fight. So when he perhaps sees someone like Spoot being apprehensive and hesitant, that annoys him a little bit. So we'll go with that. That's my answer.
All right, I'll buy that.
People's unwillingness to die in a glorious fashion. That's a pet peeve of mine.
People's instinct of self-preservation really pisses off these
it really really grinds my gears,
Where are you going? I'm just trying to cleave your head off.
Right.
Well, wonderful. Thank you so much. Hopping on down the ladder rung, we've got Amber.
That's me. I am Amber. I play Grrrig, the Goblin Artificer. I haven't been around in a while, so we'll see what that looks like tonight. Grrigg's biggest pet peeve. My biggest pet peeve is definitely people who like to put things away before I'm done with them. Don't clean up my stuff. It's mine.
I know where everything is in my mess.
That's right. It's my mess.
Yep.
I was in the middle of that.
I'll get back to it eventually.
Was it organized chaos?
Precisely.
I would make fun of you, but that is my life and how I live it. And so
Right?
I may live in an explosion of chaos, but I know where every fucking piece of it is.
That's right.
And someday I'll get back to that project over there.
You will.
Yep.
I have faith.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for that, Amber Grrrig. Next down, we got Sarah.
Oh, hey, that is me. I am Sarah. I play Olive, who is a half-orc druid. And Olive's pet peeve of all the places been are crowds of people. She fucking hates people crowding around her and not being able to see over people's heads and not being able to see what's around and hear what's going on, and just lots too many people in a enclosed space is her pet peeve.
All right. Fair enough. A valid pet peeve indeed. Next up, we've got Tanner.
Hi, I'm Tanner. I'm playing Nereus, the Azamar Sorcerer. And pet peeve, I would have to say orcish incense.
Ooh, just back and starting party drama already. I love it. Wonderful.
Or those oozes that absorbed the magic. I didn't like those.
Yes.
Yeah, those
Kind
are
of
It'd be a
rude
shame
when
if something like that came back again, wouldn't it? That'd be very, very
Yeah.
sad.
Kind of disrespectful.
Well, cool. Wonderful. Well, thank you all so much. My name is Jared. I am your humble dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged, and I run everyone and everything else that is not the 5 PCs. So there's a lot of pet peeves in the universe of Nuuli, and I got them all. But hey, that's all good.
Is everything that we do.
Well, DM pet peeves are different, and I'm not going to go into those. Fucking counter spell, subtle spell, my ass, motherfucker.
No, I don't want to counterspell your ass. Thank you.
Hey. Thank you.
That's you.
Very kind of you.
Decent.
That makes one of us.
All right. Well,
Zing bang.
well, that frivolity and shenanigans completed, let's dive into Last Time on Nuuli Forged. Last time on Nuuli Forged, Defect explored the memories shared with him by Umbradius, and the other Arcanaton, who was the rewind. Defect explored the memories shared with him by Umbradius, the other Arcanaton who he has met, and learned that Umbradius thinks of Defect and the others of House Sparkarian as their true family. Defect also gained some further insight into their past relationship. Meanwhile, Olive's frustrations, fears, and uncomfortableness of the last few days invaded and permeated her dreams, and the image of her friend Flora appeared, and they shared a lovely drink of tea and a calming chat, before another memory rose to Olive's mind, a council of orcish folk discussing the theft of the Null Shard, and ending in a group of individuals seeing a gathering storm cloud on the horizon, with multiple colors of lightning flashing and breaking through the thunderheads. Then a massive boulder crashed into their tent and sent the party into action. Rising and awakening from sleep, Nereus was on watch when the massive armored worm creature burst forth from the ground. Fireball after fireball was spent, and the creature swallowed both Defect and the party's ally Agarian Granix, before being blasted by a disintegration ray from Nereus.
That's what 7th level spell was.
Yes, indeed. The worm ultimately vomited up the 2 swallowed party members before being dealt the final blow by Spoot. Trip Sharprunner found another one of those black urge orbs, those strange like whim or instinct orbs, the black kind of sphere, within the remains of the worm, and Olive expressed the belief that the party, are being hunted. Nevertheless, the party decided to relocate their campsite for the evening, away from the giant corpse, and managed to resume their rest undisturbed. And now they awaken late in the morning, with but 2 days, maybe, remaining until the lunar alignment, and mere miles between them and their quarry. So, as you all awaken, go through your morning rituals and prayers and incantations, meditations, stretches, maneuvers, ablutions, whatever, you all know a couple of things. You all know that you are miles away from this crag shard, and you know that it cannot be found except by those who know where it is. And you know that because you are so close, well, maybe you don't know, but you can assume that since you are so close, there are more dangers between here and there. So how you progress is up to you. And I throw it to you players as you awaken. What would you like to do?
Question the
defect.
gods why it's always my watch that gets the big monster.
Can't
Just
help
lucky,
you there,
I
brah.
guess.
Hey, Defect, do you have the null shard?
I do indeed, as I stand puffing out my chest and let the amulet shine in all its morning glory.
I had a dream that maybe it belonged to my ancestors. I have this. I'm still carrying. I'm still wearing the girdle of Grrrig, but it is still dormant on me. Do you want to trade for a while and see if either of us awaken a new thing?
Well, I mean, I can't argue with dreams, so sure. I'll hand her the amulet.
And I will hand Defect the girdle of Grrrig.
Okay. So, Defect, you don the girdle of Grrrig, and you take the null amulet, Olive. Very cool. So we'll say that this is done like before you do all your meditations and stuff, so you can like attune and meditate at the same time.
Yeah. Because having had that dream just before the giant worm fight, I would have definitely spoken up about it.
Sure, makes sense to me. Yeah, so you attune to these items. Let's see. Olive. When you complete your meditations here, one moment, you find that you indeed have attuned to a new thing. And indeed, it appears to, where it was defect ward, it was a simple like purple gem kind of in a set of silver. But as you end your attunement phase process, you see that some of the metal around the interior has altered, and some of the metal is streaked with like violet inlay.
Ooh, pretty.
Indeed, you are now wearing an awakened null amulet.
Okay.
And if you reload your character sheet, you can find out what that does.
Oh, yay. Hey, look at that.
And defect.
Ooh, extra charges.
Yes.
I'm not sure how to feel about this artifact.
Rejected.
Well, no, because like it, reading the information on it, it already gives me everything that I already have. So proficiency in athletics and.
Well, when you finish your attunement, you discover that the green gem is glowing slightly, and the girdle has gone from a brown to kind of a greeny brown. It seems the leather has changed and altered in some way. You are now wearing an awakened girdle of Grrrig. And if you reload your character sheet, you will find that in your inventory for you to attune to.
Okay.
And just a general
Doing
note,
that right
if you
now.
have unattuned and traded a weapon, make sure you remove it from your character sheet.
Mhm.
So that we keep track of who has what.
Yeah, I've just removed the Girdle of Kronk and the Dormant Amulet.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So a few upgrades for defect as a result of this girdle.
Oh, this is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Get anything good?
Yeah, I mean, instead of being resistant to poison, I'm now immune to it.
Mm.
And
Zing
I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. So does that mean I don't need to
When
rage
you
anymore?
rage, you have immunity.
So it does not mean that.
Oh.
But it does mean that now you have that while you are not raging as a result of the girdle.
Right, yeah.
However, you get a lot of abilities when you rage, so it's still useful in combat
That
for
is
you
also
to
true,
rage.
which I have to sort of like it's
Right,
one of
with
those
that
things I don't
surprise
think
round.
about. It's like, oh yeah, I rage. Now I have to see, wait, what else happens when I rage?
Do you really want to do it? Yeah.
Well, now I know that
Well,
I
like,
can
you get additional damage
run
when
out
you
of
rage.
rages and still be okay.
Right,
Yeah,
but
Even
now
at
if
least
I'm
in
hitting
terms
like
of
a
damage.
surprise
Oh,
round.
good.
So, like, it's a big deal for you.
It is.
Yeah, so those two have traded those and indeed gained some fun new benefits from it as a result. Cool. So that business taken care of. What would you like to do?
So we're 20 miles?
20
Oh, you
miles
are
to
much
wait.
closer than that now.
Oh,
You don't know exactly how far, and Trip doesn't know either.
right.
But you're close. But again, it's hard to tell because it can only be found by those that know where it is. Which is a nut you haven't cracked yet.
Right. And we haven't seen any more people tailing us?
Not yet.
These black orbs. We now have 2 of them,
Correct.
Yes.
and I don't think I can identify them, but can I examine them and see if I can learn anything new?
Do you not have the identify spell?
I do.
About them? See
Well,
if you
Spoot
can.
has Identify always prepared.
It does
Yeah.
have
Food has it perma paired, and
Yeah,
he has
and
the
he has, and he did identify the original one.
Okay. So yeah, me looking at it is they're shiny. I roll a 12. It's real shiny.
Yeah, you look at them both, and like Spoot holds the one that was from the big tusky thing, and you are holding the one that is from the worm, and they look identical to you. You don't see any real difference between them. They don't have any obvious like carvings or runes on them. So you don't learn too much more. They're definitively magical. Like you can feel like they have, like when you hold it, you feel like you're being a druid. You understand what like natural instincts are, and you can tell when those are battling with your like thinking mind. And you can tell that these things seem drawn to the instinctual side of you.
And we found these in the digestive systems of the creatures we killed, or like embedded in their bodies.
Just somewhere in their body.
I want to know what happens if I turn into a big animal and swallow one.
Oh god.
That is a you decision.
Maybe. I mean, these things have to be pretty darn big to swallow this thing, right? It's
Well, they're like that big.
softball size.
So
Like
you
softball
probably
size?
you'd have to be at least a large-sized creature.
Maybe we'll table that thought. All right.
Sorry, I'm
So,
reading through spells right now.
Fair.
Agarian and Spoot seem to be having a conversation over in the corner.
I just have so many like things that go boom.
That's kind of what you do. You blow shit up.
Yeah,
That is the character you designed.
he does it good.
He does. You
Do
can
we
see
know-
that Trip is like looking around, trying to like get some kind of a sense of where this location might be.
Hey, Trip, how lost are we?
Do we know if this building's on this plane of existence?
You have no reason to suspect it isn't.
Yeah, this lasts 8 hours, so why not? Font manipulator,
Okay.
etherealness.
Ooh.
And what does etherealness do?
Hold on, I have to learn it to share it. Oh god, it just disappeared. There it is. It does some things. There you go.
All right.
Oh,
This is a long spell.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
so does he vanish to our?
Nope. Interesting.
Features that aren't on the ethereal plane can't perceive you, and you can't interact with you.
Oh yeah. While on the ethereal plane, creatures can't perceive and can't interact. You ignore all things. Cool. So you all see Nereus vanish.
Cool. Anyone know where he went?
No. Are you invisible?
So
Are you
Nereus,
invisible?
as you look around here, you can still see like hazy outlines of your companions, but they're just like grayscale.
Right.
I
I forget, can I pop in and out with this, or is this, I'm just gone? It's been a very long time.
I think you are just gone. I think you are just in the ethereal plane now.
Until I choose to end it, I assume.
Yeah, you can
You
dismiss
remain
the
in the
spell
border
as an
ethereal.
action.
For the duration, or until you use an action to dismiss the spell.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
All
so
right,
you are in this ethereal plane, and you can see everything in your plane of existence, but you are also seeing all kinds of weird amorphous shapes and like weird like undersea fish creatures made of like light and shadow that are like vibrant, and some of them are colors you don't have words to describe, and they're just kind of flittering by in schools of 10 to 10 million.
Okay, so I'm tripping balls.
You're tripping balls. You see like a pathway appear before you, and then it kind of goes up and then off to the left, and then kind of loops back to itself, does a corkscrew around a mountain, and comes back, goes through you, under you, and back to where it started.
All right. I'm gonna cast Fly on myself.
Okay? Cool. And the fun part about this is you can only see about 60 feet in front of you.
Yes. Hold on.
Olive's going to
Again.
poke at the space where Nereus was standing and say, "Nope, I don't think he's there."
Yeah,
He's not
he's
invisible.
gone.
I'm
So I will say that while you are in this ethereal plane, you can move up just by moving up. You don't have to cast the spell to fly.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah,
In
there
that
is
case,
gravity is relative here.
sweet.
Gravity
so I'm gonna
is
go
relative.
I'm gonna go on a little trip.
Cool. Where are you gonna go?
In the direction that we are traveling. That's like the tower supposedly is.
Cool. Make a survival check at disadvantage.
Sweet. Awesome. All right. Control. I thought this through, guys. We're gonna re-roll that.
I can tell.
19.
Well, 18, but that's okay. 18 is still... Yeah, because it was at disadvantage, so... You re-rolled the 9, it became a 19, so 18 it is.
Oh, okay.
Either way, still good. So you are able to head in what you think is the direction that you have been traveling in. And you just kind of keep on traveling. How long do you want to go for?
Maybe just like an hour. Just take a look around, see if I see anything.
Cool. Make a perception check.
Ooh, 18.
Cool. So you traverse all kinds of weird landscapes over, because you see in this 60-foot sphere, this bubble, and things come in and out of it. You see weird creatures. Some turn and look at you with eyes of burning stars. Some look at you as ghostly apparitions. And all the while, kind of beyond the sphere that you can see clearly, you see the world. You see Nuuli, but it's all grayscale, which, as it's snowy up here, it's kind of doubly grayscale, and it's kind of weird. But you traverse. And then, about an hour into your journeys, or about half an hour into your journeys, we are going to cut back to the rest of the party. It's been about 20 minutes, and Nereus has just vanished without word or explanation.
Oh, you think he went to see his mom's again?
I mean, who knows? Maybe he got scared and ran away.
Defect's pet peeve.
I know, I'm hearing that defect just just grunts internally.
Cool.
Trip kind of pipes up.
Sure.
Well, I'm not sure where he went, but are we going to wait for him, or are we going to keep moving?
I guess we'll just
There are
go.
creatures. If there are more creatures around, then by staying still, we make tempting targets.
Yeah, no,
Fair.
keep going. If he wanted us to wait for him, he could have said something. Presumably, if he's gone to visit his mom's, if he wants to come back, he'll find one of us. Onward. Olive will pack up all of Nereus's things that are in.
That's
on
good
the
of
ground or
you.
whatever.
That's good of you.
Grrrig would just.
I mean, do I want any of it? I don't know. Probably not.
I don't think he has that much stuff.
I don't.
I already have all his money, right? Don't I?
Grrrig is my wallet.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
So Trip looks at you and he's like, I'm going to be honest, I don't know which way to go at this point. Never been up here. We're looking for a place that can't be found unless you know where it is.
Any ideas, Spoot? You're the one who's been praying.
Spoot kind of looks at the orb in his hand and looks at the orbs in Olive hand, and you see that he's pondering something. Grrrig, make an Arcana check for me.
Okay. $27.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't mean to.
Okay. So, Grrrig, having been described what these orbs do, you know from Spoot that these orbs either communicate on an instinctual level, like with the creature that it was implanted in, back to a matching orb somewhere. But these two orbs are not the mates of each other. Like, they each have a mate somewhere else. It is reasonable to deduce, as you investigate and look at these orbs, you see something that everybody else has missed. You see that deep in the dark onyx spheres that are these orbs, you kind of like clean off a little grime and gristle and dirt and whatever. Inside the center of these orbs, you see a tiny little speck of light. Like, easily passed over as like glare or like just dirt or something. Like, it is extremely small.
Okay.
As you look into it, some innate part of your intelligence, your magic, knows that whatever that light is, that's important. And you know that you can expend a second level spell slot to learn more.
Wait.
I mean, I could theoretically locate a matching object running within
Okay.
1,000 feet, which doesn't seem
Grrrig
super
just hit a paywall.
Yeah, I hit a paywall.
Yeah.
All right.
You release magic into this thing, and all of a sudden, the little speck of light grows bigger in front of your eyes, so that only you can see it. And you realize that what you are seeing is akin to like like you've seen people cast scry with like crystal balls and stuff. Spoot's got one. You've seen him do it. And you realize that what you are looking at is an inverse location of where either this orb is or this creature is from or something like that. And what you see is a very large compound, a structure made of like 20-foot walls that have like crenellations on top with people walking around it. And then you're shunted into the walls and you see a massive ziggurat-like structure that has two towers kind of coming out of the back end of the ziggurat. And they kind of rise immediately next to each other, like two tubes that are like butt up side to side and rising into the sky. And from there, you see what looks like a bridge arcing out of the back, like it's lopsided. This structure should not be able to stand. And this like bridge that comes out over it doesn't have another side going down. But it does have another tower rising up on the other side of the bridge.
Interesting.
Yes, there is no way that this building should stand or could stand in the material world without heavy, heavy magic.
Okay.
And as your vision begins to climb up that second tower on the far side of the bridge, static begins to appear and colored flashes begin to streak across the vision. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, Grrrig.
Okay. That one. 11.
Okay, Grrrig. You take 30 psychic damage.
Nice.
And you hear a voice in your mind say, Now. All in good time. I'm busy at the moment. I'll see you in 3 days. And your mind is just assaulted by this force, and you are blasted back and staggered. You have been hurt. You are clutching your skull. Your nose is bleeding. But Grrrig, you know one thing, if nothing else. You have seen Craghold.
Boom. I seen it. I seen it. My head hurts. Anybody got anything for that? Ow.
Yeah, but,
Also, that fucker I think was talking to me. I think it was that guy. I don't know. Somebody talked to me, and now my head hurts. Am I bleeding? Shit, I'm bleeding. I've seen it. Does that help? I've seen it.
Olive throws a 2nd level healing word at you for 9 points of healing.
That's nice. I like that.
It's a little bit pathetic. Sure.
So you are all like looking at Grrrig, their nose dripping blood, like it won't stop. Despite like the healing, the nosebleed is still going.
I think my brain's
Very
broken.
good healing. Wasn't very good healing.
I rolled really well on that roll. I just want you to know it was 66, and I rolled 3 6s and a 5.
Oh my god.
I rolled a 2 and a 3 on my healing. Olive will pull out her herbalism kit and give Grrrig some bandages or something to put on her nose.
Yeah, you tear off a couple of crazy bandages or leaves or something and stuff them up Grrig's snoot.
Just gonna...
Yeah.
Shove them up there.
You gotta pinch and lean back.
So you saw it. Do you know where it is? Which way?
I mean, does that mean I know where it is? Let's find out. I don't know. It's supposed to be magical. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Does that mean I know where it is now?
So as you contemplate this, we're going to flash back to Nereus.
Yeah, I ask the room at large.
Nereus, you've been traveling in this weird fashion through this weird realm for about half an hour now. And you have encountered weird, strange things. But you haven't seen any sort of structure, like in the grayscale world beyond the globe you see in. However, with an 18 perception check, you have seen a few large footprints. They seem to be like like, you know, 3 or 4 digits, kind of all like stomped, like something like trampled through this area. Probably about, I don't know, like not like big like honkin' boot prints, but like it was ran around this area and kind of in a line. And either there were a lot of them or it had a lot of feet. You don't know what is true. Because they're all like overlaid over each other.
Well, neither matters, because they're just about face, and we're just gonna go back.
Well, it's a good thing you about face, because they are going in they are heading in the direction you came from.
Oh.
But you did not see any creatures on your travel here, so who's to say?
That's odd.
Yeah, we're gonna put some pep in the step and get back.
Yeah, totally.
While Olive is picking up Nereus's stuff, she's going to sprinkle some incense in his bag.
You're gonna what?
Sprinkle some crumbled incense in your bag.
I'm gonna have to air that out later.
Jerks. We're all such jerks.
Cool.
Mary's
Cool.
isn't smelling musky enough.
Cool.
On the way back, do I hear anything? Can I hear in this plane?
You can hear only in the 60 feet of the ethereal plane around you.
Okay.
You cannot hear the other plane, the material plane.
Got you. Okay.
But you can see it. It's just all grayscale. It's very strange. You make your way back. Meanwhile, everyone else, it's been about half an hour since Nereus has disappeared. What would you like to do? Grrrig has learned this question, or has seen this thing.
Yeah, I'm going to ask the
Knows
guy.
what it looks like.
Does knowing what it looks like help?
Well, it might help you. If you want to try finding it.
If I think back and think about it, can I think of any, like, features about the landscape that made me help me?
Grrrig, make a survival check.
Pick a direction. Alright.
At advantage.
Well, that's good. 14.
Okay. With a 14, you are confident in the direction you need to go. And you don't know why you think that's the right way, but it must be.
Well, goodness knows why, but I think this is the way we're going. Shall we?
Sure.
Let's go.
Do we think it's a big enough area that we want to become a cloud and spread out to see what we can see?
I think that we might save some of our oomph.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't know what we're going to find. I know that the building is impossible and my head hurts.
All being a cloud does is it gets us far distances and we can see there, but we can't do anything unless we become misfits.
We just save our magicalness.
Alright.
Cool. So I would like
Grrrig.
Team Material Plane to roll a d12, and I would like Nereus to roll a d12.
Someone else can roll.
Feels like Mario Party all over again.
It is Mario Party all over again.
Rolled a 7.
Okay. Great. 7 and a 9. All right. So those of you in the Material Plane begin heading in the direction that Grrrig is pointing. And you're walking for about 20 minutes or so. Nereus, you're speeding back in the direction of where you left your friends. And you see them in grayscale come into view. They are not where you left them. They are much closer to where you were.
And?
You see them walking through the woods. You see them walking through the snow.
Grandmother's house we go.
I I keep pace with Grrrig.
Okay.
And then I action drop etherealness and just go boom right next to Grigg's head.
Am I scared?
You all see Nereus appear from nowhere, and Grrrig, make a charisma saving throw.
Well, that's 19.
You are not scared by Nereus.
Oh, there you are. I thought you ran away.
No, I wanted to try something, and kind of forgot how the spell worked.
Well, did it fail?
In what sense?
I mean, you tried it. You said you wanted to try it, but then you just vanished. Is that what it's supposed to do? Or did you fail?
No, it worked. I didn't see anything while I was on the ethereal. Well, I saw a lot of. You should see the shit on the ethereal plane. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't see anything of use. There were a lot of footprints, like big honking footprints, down the path a little bit, and it looked like they were headed towards a camp in that direction. Do I still see the footprints?
You do not.
Do things really make footprints even in...
Did I see the footprints before I revamped?
You did not. And you saw them like up ahead in, like they were in the material world. They weren't in the ethereal realm.
Oh, okay.
Just
All
for
right.
clarification.
I guess they're just up ahead. There's maybe something with a lot of legs, or there was
That
a
worm
lot of
thing have
people.
feet?
The worm thing did not have feet.
So, there might be something more out there. Where are you guys headed? Did you guys get
Well, I had a nosebleed. I looked deep into this tiny little light, gave it a little magic, and boom, there I was, looking at Craghold. Then somebody talked to me, and it was creepy, and I think it was that guy that I want to kill. He who shall not be named, but should be murdered. I think it was him, spotted me, but now I've seen it, and I think we're going this way.
For DM reference, are you referencing Oligar?
Yes.
It was not Oligar's voice that you heard.
It was not Oligar. Okay, so it was some other creepy fuck.
Cool.
Says he's gonna see me soon. Must be pretty powerful because he pushed me in this glowing orb out of the way. But yeah, my head hurts. Have I stopped bleeding yet? Check. I pull away the rags.
Yeah, the bleeding is stopped.
Leaves.
Okay. I prestidigitation Grig's face.
Oh, thanks.
And
It was starting to get a little itchy.
Now you smell like fresh flowers.
Okay, but that's gross. What's that smell? What is that awful smell?
Oh, I really couldn't tell you.
What? No, you have to smell it too, right?
Has your skin always been that color, Greg?
I don't know. What color is it?
Red. But
yes.
Less of a muddy red than usual.
Oh, it's kind of... Yes? I don't know. I don't spend a lot of time looking at my face.
I actually think prestidigitation's enough to clean all of Grrrig.
It would take you a few castings, but it is potentially...
I'm real dirty.
Oh, it's 1 cubic foot. I thought it was 5 cubic feet for a second. Okay, never mind.
Am I 5 cubic feet?
Yeah, so it would take you like 4 or 5 castings to thoroughly clean Grrrig. All their filth.
I mean, come on, it's like standard filth. We're adventurers. I'm just a goblin. We don't have bathtubs.
Well,
Yet Nereus is always spick and span.
Yeah, well, I don't know that spell,
It rained a few
so
days ago.
hush.
Alright, so you've seen Craghold. We're going in the direction and somebody is waiting for us. And yet another person's waiting for us.
I mean, it was a very sinister voice saying,
Okay.
now, all in good time. I'm busy at the moment. I'll see you in 3 days.
So they're scheduling our visit.
I mean, that's like within our... Yes, apparently. 50-50. Yeah. No, I don't know. We're trying to get there before 3 days, right?
I think we have 2 days. But I could be wrong.
Well, maybe they're assuming that we don't get there and that he's going to destroy the world in 3 days and he's going to appear then.
I think the moon thing is in 2 days.
Right, and we're trying to get there before then. So this guy, again, maybe it's the big bad that's going to get released in 3 days. I don't know.
Cool.
Well, technically we're supposed to be right on time.
Then we better get a move on. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assuming, depending on how close we're going to be, if we still have, 2 days. You don't want to necessarily just hang out in their fort for 2 days.
No, but we should defeat them before the thing. Right?
No, Grrrig
Now we have to get there when the moons are.
Precisely, so that we are also great. Okay. Well, I guess we better skip in a circle and sing Kumbaya for a day.
I think we should find it because, if we miss it and we have to look around for a while, it'd be a real big
Fair.
bummer if while we were looking around for a while, we missed it.
That's true. Let's not do that.
Cool. So everybody go ahead, give me perception checks. Because I'm assuming you're having this conversation as you continue your trek in Grrig's direction.
Oh yeah, we're not
Tracks.
being very... Ooh, a
No.
15.
They already know we're coming.
There's Big Dog.
Hello, big dog.
Let's spook.
Oh, good. Spook can see. Spook's paying attention.
Wow. Well, I'll be damned. Yeah, Spoot is paying attention, which is a good thing because nobody else notices.
Because the rest of us are fucking around.
Yeah, like Grrrig is trying to find a path. Trip is trying to figure out how Grrrig is finding a path. So Grrrig, you're leading the way. Trip is kind of right next to you, riding Kruthy, kind of right behind you off to the side. Spoot's kind of in the back with Agarian, just kind of looking around. Olive, Defect, Nereus, where are you guys in this cluster of party?
I'm
cluster.
towards the back with the tanky people
Okay, so you're back there with Spoot and Agarian.
because I'm tired of tanking.
Defect, where are you at?
Yeah, I guess I'll be towards the front a little bit.
Cool. So you're.
I think
with
Olive
Grrrig.
is right by Grrrig, hoping that checking to make sure her bleeding stops.
Oh yeah, their bleeding stopped a while back, so they're fine.
Here, you want this back? My bloody rag. Okay.
I cleaned it.
No, that's true.
Well, as you're
Hang on
all
to it in case
muttering
everything-
around, and Spoot calls out, "The trees! It's in the trees, guys!" And all of a sudden, you hear big crashing down from the trees, and you see surrounding you are three massive creatures. They are long and serpentine, but have legs like a salamander, only far too many, heads that have these crested crenellations, and beards that seem to have static electricity running through them as they're all weird angles and full and like frizzy kind of looking. And you see there's one directly in front of you. There's two off to either side, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Cool.
Indeed. Remember to select your tokens, everybody.
Remember to select my token this time.
Love it.
Hey Jared, can I have Spoot?
Oh, of course. Let me give you Spoot control. Control by Nereus. Alright, you should have clickability on Spoot now.
Reloading. Alright. So Spoot. Okay. That's a good place for Spoot.
Do I have everyone? I see Olive, Defect, Nereus, Grrrig, and Spoot. Wonderful.
We did it correctly.
That's a good turn order.
Indeed. Cool. Wonderful. All right. Well, let's bring you all over to the map, shall we?
Yes, let's.
Please and thank you.
No.
And you can all see that you have been surrounded by 3 of these guys. Don't they look fun?
You're yucky. I don't like you.
Yeah.
Does this
they're
count as a
blue.
dragon?
You don't know. You've never seen one before.
Guys, we killed 3 more dragons.
It has a lot of feet.
However, they get to go first. They just beat Grrrig on initiative. Which is sad.
Lame.
As one of them,
Lame.
indeed, just kind of like rushes right up to Grrrig here, right in front, and makes jaws just come down on you, Grrrig.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Okay, we're back.
Weird.
Yeah.
Everyone is unstable.
Oh, weird. Anyway, so this big jaw just kind of with a 27 to hit Grrrig for 18 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then
Oh, there
you
they all
see
are.
that its coils attempt to wrap around you,
Yep.
and in fact do so. And with a 28 to hit,
Oh man.
you take 20 bludgeoning damage
Great.
and 12 slashing damage as you are grappled.
Great. I'm unconscious.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So Grrrig, you have been wrapped in this creature's coils, and you are unconscious and grappled.
Come on. Why grapple me? I'm already unconscious.
It happened as you were as it was wrapping its coils around you. So, who's to say?
Cool.
All right. This guy over here in the corner is going to. You see that it like rears back on its haunches, and it opens its mouth and screams this cackling kind of noise, and it just emits a 5-foot wide line of lightning that's going to hit Spoot, Agarian, Nereus Defect, and Olive.
Ouch.
Yep.
Yeah, only
I'm
Trip
assuming
is
Vex.
spared. So I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw, please. Let's see. Dexterity saving throw. Agarian is not good at these. Okay.
Neither is Olive, but you did okay this time.
All right. Defect, that's a 16. Nearest is a 17. Olive is a 19. Spook
You all
is a
fail.
16, which is great. Because you roll it with advantage, right, Defect?
Yes. Yep.
Cool. Great. So only Agarian failed, which means Agarian takes a whole ton of lightning damage. Yeah. And everybody else takes 32 lightning damage. If you saved successfully.
Is my dead body taking this damage too?
No, you are
No.
not in the line.
I'm not in the line. Great. Just
No,
making sure.
like this other thing has like coiled its tentacles around you, and like it's easy to see that like this thing's jaws are still open, and it looks like it's going to attempt to eat Grrrig.
Cool.
I am delicious.
One of them
And
breathes
eggs.
this like lightning breath, and the other one does the same thing. So I'm going to need another dexterity saving throw from everybody. This time, except for Defect, you don't have to make this one. Instead, Trip and Kuthri do.
Ooh, okay.
Nope, not that one.
Oh, dexterous.
So Trip needs to make it. Oh, that's too bad. Agarian.
Wait, so 32 was the first save that was half already?
That was half damage, yes.
Alright, so I take half again because lightning.
Because you're resistant to lightning, yeah.
16.
So you would take 16.
Alright. Wait, am I resistant?
Are you? Well, I think you
Yes.
are, aren't you, as a storm sorcerer?
I know I gain immunity at some point. I wasn't sure if I hit that level yet.
Got it.
I think that's 14.
Okay. Well, that's sad. Cool. How'd everybody do?
No, it's 18. Alright.
Olive did awesome. Olive is so dexterous today.
All of that. Natural 20 is a success. With an 11, Spoot is a failure. Nearest with a 16, that is a success. All the NPCs failed. So Agarian, Kruthi, and Trip all failed. But Trip was close.
What about Spoot?
Spoot failed with an 11.
Okay.
So everybody who failed, so Spoot, takes 70 lightning damage.
Oof.
Ow.
On top of the 32 he's already taken.
Right.
You see Agarian falls to the ground, prone and unconscious. Oof. And you see... oh, actually, let me check something for Trip. Nope. Okay. He's not that high. Cool.
You might wish he was.
You see Trip goes rolling off of Kruthi's form as Kruthi crumbles to the ground. Also
crap.
unconscious. And Trip is not unconscious, but is knocked prone by falling off of his mount. Kind of... Agarian gets blasted. Yeah. So everyone who succeeded on their saving throw takes 35 points of lightning damage. Nearest that would be reduced again to
17?
17. Yeah.
Math.
Cool.
Numbers?
That is the end of the creature's turns. Grrrig, you are unconscious. What do you see? What flashes through your mind of Grrrig real quickly in this moment as you DM me a private D20 roll?
Honestly, it's just big blue flash.
Okay. So this big, you see this big blue flash, just whatever just happened to you, it's just the last thing that you saw.
Yep.
Trip is going to get up, and you hear him scream, Kruthi! And you see him pull a red potion out of his vial and immediately administer it to Kruthi. Who kind of comes to consciousness. And...
We can see your rolls. I don't know if you want us.
No, that's
We're seeing your rolls.
That's okay. It's just
Just that one.
Roll. It's just a dice roll.
Okay.
Kruthi regained 6 hit points from a healing potion.
What? No.
Yep.
Badness.
And uses her turn to stand up and get Trip on her. So they're kind of a little bit away from the center of the group, but otherwise they're both up. We then go to Defect.
Wow. Wow.
Nereus, you are on deck, followed by Olive and Spoot.
Defect is going to go up to here Seeing Grrrig all coiled up, he's going to be raging as a bonus action and reckless, and will swing his axe at it.
Yeah, go for
it. 18 to hit.
18 will hit for 10 slashing damage.
Oof. 13 for the second attack.
You hit the creature, but it doesn't seem to hurt it. Your axe glances off of the heavy scales.
Terrible. Heal defect will kind of move around to here.
All right. Cool.
And that's my turn, unfortunately.
Right. Nereus, we are up to you.
All right. Being Grrrig, Nereus is gonna run over towards the giant thing, salamander, whatever the fuck it is. How high is Grrrig off the ground?
So Grrrig is coiled up about 5 to 10 feet, 7 feet, something like that.
Perfect. Bonus action, Tempestuous Winds.
Okay.
Gonna jump up on the thingy. I'm gonna grab Grrrig.
So you're trying to wrest Grrrig from the coils?
No, I'm just touching Grrrig.
Okay, cool.
I just get up there and I action caress Grigg's cheek. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, so you are you're like mid jump at this point.
Oh, you're so lucky I'm unconscious. I'd bite you.
Yeah, I'm jumping, and it's like I get 10 feet flying, technically.
Sure, but like then the fly ends, right? So you're.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you said Grigg's like 7 feet, so I get up.
Well, there's these coils are not like small; they are like big honkin', like meaty coils. So imagine like a Jabba the Hutt tail has wrapped around them, because that's pretty much what's going on here.
Can I touch Grrrig?
Yeah, you can like touch their head or whatever.
All right, I boop Grigg's head. I look at the dragon salamander, whatever the hell this is.
Yep.
And I blow a cherry at it, and I cast Thunderstep.
Interesting.
Glorious.
Okay. Cool.
And transmuted spell. Grrrig and I are gonna burst into acid onto the thing.
Oh, very cool. So, what is the range of Thunderstep?
90 feet.
But how big is the area of effect of the damage?
10.
Cool. So you kind of like fly up, put your hand on Grrrig while you're in midair, and then teleport out in this splashy acid kind of way. Go ahead, roll damage, and it's a saving throw.
Yeah, con save DC 20.
Great. Okay.
Oh, that's 4th level.
Olive, I'm going to need you to make that con save as well, because you are within range.
Awesome.
She is?
She is.
Cool. Olive fails her con save and gets splashed with Grrrig acid.
Oh shit.
Okay, you take 20. You take 21 points of acid damage. The creature rolled a natural 20, so we'll take half the damage. We'll take 10.
Okay.
But you successfully bamf away. Nearest, where would you like to be on the map?
I don't like this new box that comes up whenever I select the ruler.
Yeah, super annoying. It covers like half the map.
Yeah. And the only way to get rid of it is by clicking the arrow again.
Yeah.
It is annoying.
Why can't I? Jesus Christ. I'm like trying to see the other side of the map and my map is not cooperating. There we go. I like over here. I think over here is good.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Move yourself over to where you want to be, and Grrrig will go with you. All right. So you grab Grrrig. They are no longer grappled. Well, I guess they kind of are, but not enough.
Actually, I'm gonna drag Grrrig over here.
All right.
It's like up one square. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so you reappear with Grrrig there. Well done indeed.
And Nereus will just yell, Defect, just do your thing.
Big old thumbs up.
Anything
to,
else from you, Nereus?
No, that's it.
All right, Olive, we are up to you with Spoot on deck.
Is going to cast Wall of Fire.
Ooh.
Like that.
Wonderful.
Burn, baby, burn. Crispy lizards.
How long is the wall?
60 feet. Or up to 60 feet.
Nice. Very cool, very cool, very cool.
So, yeah, basically it's basically from one edge of the edge of one lizard to the edge of the other lizard.
Nice. And is it when it appears they take damage? Or they have to save?
Yes. Yes, when it appears, and every time they enter or end their turn.
Got it. All right. Ooh, okay. They both save, so they take half damage. They succeeded by one, so.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
no.
They both hit that.
Yeah, they both rolled 18s. So they will each take 14 fire damage.
Yep. If they end their turn there, they don't get to resave. They either move or they don't, or they take that damage. Like they only get to save when it appears.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So you're concentrating on that. Anything else on your turn, Olive?
There's not really much useful I can do. No. I'm going to take a couple of steps over here to be on the other side of our unconscious friend.
All right. As you move away, the creature that once held Grrrig is going to use its reaction to bite you.
Awesome.
Apparently, those serpentine necks have a bit of reach to them.
Awesome.
That is a 25 to hit.
Yep. Shockingly, that does.
For 30 piercing damage.
Ouch.
So make a concentration check for me. DC 15.
Oh no.
So the wall of fire appeared, blasted, and then you moved away confident, and the creature used your distraction and your kind of egotistical, like, haha, I got you now, to snake in the advantage and retaliatorily bite at you, and you lose concentration on the spell.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Now we go to Spoot, who has seen many people become very injured, and Agarion is unconscious at his feet.
That sucks.
Yes, Agarion is a very powerful warrior and is now unconscious.
Oh, okay, Jesus Christ. I need my glasses. God damn. Mass Cure Wounds.
All right.
Hey.
That's a 60-foot range? Or
Yeah.
30-foot range?
60.
Yeah, you can hit everybody. Or up to however many people.
Up to 6.
Not dead yet.
Oh, Greg, did you want healing?
Nope, definitely not. What are you talking about?
Alright, so Agarian, Defect, Olive, that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody but Kruthi.
Including Trip?
Right.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Everybody gets 14.
Nice.
Great. You see Agarian's eyes flutter awake. So that was Spook's action, right? Or is that a bonus action?
That was action?
Fantastic.
Influence is not
Action.
Go
Yes.
ahead. Anything else from Spoot? Or are you going to stay in this tasty, tasty line?
Bonus action, panic.
Easy enough to do.
That's a free action.
And
a
then
free
run.
Crying is a free action. Panicking is a whole nother thing.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot. That's also a line. Everything is a line.
Yep.
No, we're gonna go there. Was not as bad of a line.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
All right. Anything else from Spoot?
No.
All right. Then we go to Agarian, who stands up from prone, looks down at himself. Oh, let's see what he's going to do here. Yeah, he doesn't have that ability. Oh, I forgot he had that. Okay. So he clutches an amulet on his hand, or around his neck, and it's it's not like a holy symbol or anything, but he seems to clutch it anyways. And a blinding light suffuses his body, and he heals some HP for his action, and draws his yeah. Oh, he will do this though. Cool. So he draws his sword, and you see that small little yellow daggers appear circling Agarian.
Interesting.
They seem like they are moving in a defensive pattern rather than offensive.
Counter
Am I inside? Am I inside the daggers?
No, they're just like covering him. It seems like he did something to protect himself.
It's a little ring. It's not like Spoot's turtles.
No, it is just for himself. But that is what he does, and it looks like he takes a readied stance. And then he will. What will he do? He will move 5, 10, 15 to here. To kind of stand off against this primary creature. And it is the primary's turn now.
Grrrig.
Let's see. What's he gonna do? You took his meal defect, so he's just gonna like straight up look at you and blast you with lightning, because he didn't use his last turn. So you get lightning breath shot at you. I need a dexterity saving throw. You have advantage because of your danger sense. Natural 20 will do it all day long, baby. So, because of your natural 20, you take 41 points of lightning damage. Sorry, 40 points of lightning damage.
Congratulations.
Yep. You rolled really
I feel like a winner.
Jesus Christ.
But that is that creature's turn. Let's see. We got our two friends down here. They're going to make a couple of things here.
They can wait their turn. They can wait. It's fine.
Yeah. This one down here
All of a sudden feeling very exposed in the middle here.
is going to kind of finagle. It kind of runs down over this way. What is the range on this? And it's going to rush right up to Olive.
Cool.
And
Perfect.
another bolt of lightning breath straight through Olive and Spoot. So Olive and Spoot need to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh yeah, I'm dead.
And I need one for Spoot as well.
I'm getting there.
Spoot succeeds and takes 31 points of lightning damage. Olive
Oh my god, he's alive.
Olive takes 62 points of lightning damage.
Olive goes down.
And so Olive is unconscious and prone on the ground. The third one... what did its movement speed? Oh, that's pretty good. It's going to just kind of trample up through these trees here, squeeze through. It's going to use most of its movement to get there. And it's going to attempt to bite and wrap Spoot. So it's going to attempt to bite Spoot. That is a 25 to hit for 15 piercing damage to Spoot.
Spoot's down.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Spoot is unconscious and prone. Actually, he's grappled because of the bite. So he will automatically fail. Well, no, he's got a hit. He's got advantage, but he's gonna have anything. Yep. Okay. So Spoot takes a death save failure as he is then pulled into the creature's coils and is grappled. So you see the unconscious form of Spoot grappled, and this creature looking like it's about to devour the tasty, tasty turtle. Grrrig, you see this happen 15 feet away from you.
Yep. That's me seeing that. Well, he's in there now. I am going to firebolt the one that's right in front of me. Only a 13.
A 13, unfortunately, the fire ching glances off one of the horns, doesn't seem to hurt it.
Darn. I'm gonna do that goblin thing that I can do. Yep, I'm gonna disengage as my bonus action. And I am going to scamper up yonder.
Alright. You scamper up there, out of danger. Anything else on your turn?
That is what I'm gonna do and say, hang on, hang on, hang on.
Very cool, very cool, very cool. Alright. So, let's see. Cool. Yeah. Trip. not doing too well, but he's going to see which way the wind is blowing here. And he's going to come in on Kruthy. And he's going to make 2 short sword attacks. He gets advantage because of Defect's pack tactics. Is that true?
Correct.
Wonderful. Oh, he hits so well both times. And because the creature is bigger than him, he deals additional damage. All right.
Wish I had that little perk.
He's a small little gnome guy. Leave him alone.
I know, but it feels like we're always fighting something bigger than us as well.
A
Wouldn't
lot
it
of
be
things
nice?
bigger than us.
True.
Cool. So that is, let's see. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's 19, 36, 46 points of damage. And 2 attacks from Trip. Kruthy, though in bad shape, is instructed to use her she's gonna attempt to stab with her sharp pointy bits as directed by Trip. Hits both times. Wow, they're doing good for an additional 20 points of damage. They are not beefy, but they're doing pretty well. All right, Defect, it is back to you. You have seen your friends become in very real danger very quickly.
And all he can do is swing his axe in their honor. So, Reckless again. 18 to hit.
18 will hit for 15 damage.
And 18 again.
For another 17. Yeah, this guy's looking pretty fucking rough.
Good.
All right, we are over to Nereus with Olive on deck.
Nereus is going to start whipping up the snow around him and start blasting it towards the snake things, casting Chain Lightning, but transmuted spell into ice.
Oh, so cold lightning damage.
Mm-hmm.
Chain icicles. I love it. Cool. So they
Chain
make
icicles. All
so
3 of them.
dex saves.
Yeah, DC 20 dex saves.
All right. Does it matter which one you hit first in this spell? Like, does it take more? Or do they all take the same damage?
They all take the same.
Cool. The first one succeeds, so the one closest to you succeeds.
Mm-hmm.
But the other 2 fail miserably. So go ahead and roll your damage of cold.
All right, we're gonna reroll some of those. God, those are horrible. We're gonna reroll the 2 2s, the 2 1s, and one of the 3s. So that's 2, 4, 6, 9.
All right. So from 34 down to 23. Sorry, 25.
Much better.
Oh yeah. So 25 plus 24 is 49 points of damage.
Sweet.
Yeah. Well, that one saved, so he would take 24. The other one takes 49. Yeah. They all roar as they are like pierced. You see this what starts out as lightning, but then quickly changes to ice, burst out of Nereus's hand as it like jabs into one and then branches out to the other two, and then the ice kind of melts away, but like shards are still embedded in the creatures. Looks pretty bad. Olive, or anything else, Nereus?
I just burned 2 second-level spell slots to get back 4 points. That's it.
Cool. Olive, what do you see in this moment of unconsciousness? What is the quick flash that you experience in your life as you private roll me a d20 saving throw?
Oh, I apparently did not do that well at all.
/ GR d20, space d20.
Olive is going to think, oh no, not again, and then wonder why she thought that.
Cool. So you think, oh no, not again, and the blackness comes around you. And actually, I will let you bank this saving throw because you are an orc and you would have come up with 1 hit point anyway.
Oh, that's right.
Because of your relentless
about
endurance.
That is true.
So you would have had your turn.
So I'm going to let you.
I like that.
I'm going to let you bank that saving throw. So just keep note that you have that on a death save.
Okay.
And you are up with 1 hit point.
All right. Cool. Cool.
Because half orcs have that ability, and we just forgot about it. But it didn't affect anything until this moment. So.
Until this moment.
And I'm being nice and letting you bank that saving throw because it could come in handy. But it will be applicable to your next dex save. Death save.
My next death save.
Yeah.
Cool.
So just
Right,
remember
I forgot that I'm... Yep. I have 1 hit point.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Here I am with my 1 hit point.
Yep, and this thing that just breathed a bunch of lightning at you is like right there. The other one's coiling up, looking ready to eat Spoot. The one over by Defect looks like it's in fucking bad shape.
Cool. Why are we not scrolling? There we go. Okay.
But you also see Spoot is unconscious in the coils of this other one.
That seems bad.
Over here.
Olive is going to...
What you got, Olive?
I know. Olive is going to turn into an air element.
Ooh, very nice. All right.
Because air elementals are resistant to lightning.
They certainly are.
Air elemental, aka alligator.
Stand by.
It's a giant swirling air crocodile.
Giant swirling alligator.
All right, Olive, you are a swirling vortex of air now.
Yeah, I am. And I'm going to use my action that I still have. Why is my scroll bar suddenly not working? I hate this. And I'm going to do. What do I do here? I whirlwind. What I do, and I slam. Olive the air elemental is going to boop on over here and get up in this guy's grill.
Cool.
And
so the other one, as you leave, attempts to take a attack against you as its reaction.
Of course it does. Does my scroll bar?
That is a 29 to hit for 24 piercing damage.
Cool. Oh, that's not the right word. No, I'm sorry. I'm still looking for the damn stats. Okay. All right, you have it. It's a what? I'm sorry.
It was a 29 to hit.
Hit me. Right, for how much damage? Or what kind of
24
damage?
piercing.
Resistant to piercing, so 12.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Great. Fabulous. Excellent. And cool. Having bopped on over there, I'm going to slam it.
Please go. Do.
1 slam, 2 slam.
Well, you got to make the attack roll.
That is the attack roll.
Oh, it is. I'm sorry. I just didn't see the damage. Both those will hit.
Those are the damage rolls.
All right. So that is
D&D
30
Beyond has
points
suddenly
of
started
damage.
something toying with strange here.
Sorry, what was that?
D&D Beyond is suddenly doing something weird where it's listing them all as the same thing, as opposed to...
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it's just listing it weird.
Cool. Well,
cool.
either way, that's 2 hits for 30 total damage. Very nicely done.
Fabulous. And each creature who is now in my space, because I can invade other creatures' spaces as an air elemental, needs to make a strength saving throw. The DC is only 13.
Is this your whirlwind?
This is the whirlwind.
Okay, that's a full action, so you'd have to do that on your next turn.
Action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So like under actions, you have multi-attack, which is either 2 slam attacks or you can do the whirlwind.
Great. Cool. All right. In that case, I'm going to chill here.
Very cool.
Threateningly.
Yeah. That brings us to Spoot. I will do a private roll to myself for Spoot. I'm not going to make anyone else have that responsibility. Okay. Taking note. Okay. Alright, next we go to Agarian. Agarian sees Spoot in danger, but also is acutely aware that this thing is still opening, so he's going to make an attack at advantage because of defects, pack tactics, against this guy. Oh, and he misses. He rolled a 9 and a 10.
Advantage? Oh.
So he's going to do it again. That's better. A 22 absolutely hits. And you see he goes to strike at the heart, and the creature waves one of its claws and bashes his sword. So he staggers back and plunges again, this time hitting deep inside the creature. And as this blinding light suffuses, you see it glow from underneath the scales where he stabs it and pulls his greatsword out. And the creature crumples to the ground. No longer moving.
I feel like this guy keeps stealing my kills.
Well, hey, he was dead before, so, whatever.
He was dead before.
He immediately
whatever.
Spins and shouts, "I'm coming to your aid, friend Spoot." And is going... Oh, that's creepy. And is going to make his final attack on this guy. That is a 20 to hit, which will absolutely hit. Yeah, and he's going to smite it as well. So he will use one of his smites on this creature. And that is 24 damage. And it needs to make a saving throw. Oh, and it fails miserably with a natural 1. You see that the eyes of this creature that were have these kind of sideways or kind of like goat eyes, but crystal blue. The eyes kind of go gold and then fade to milky white. It is quite evident that the creature is now blinded. Cool. So Agarian has successfully attacked and blinded the creature. It is now the creature's turns. They both used their breath or have not gotten it back, so let's see if they do. Interesting. Cool. So this one just like kind of shifts over again, and it blasts straight through, getting Wind Olive and Agarian. I need you both to make dexterity saving throws, as this one seems to keep getting its breath back. It's rolling really well on that.
Oh, burp.
All right, and where's Agarian? Dex. You see this thing, this lightning emits once again. Olive, you take 81 points of lightning damage.
But I am resistant to it.
So you will take 40 points of lightning damage.
Which is exciting, because that means I get to stare at an air elemental for a little bit longer.
However,
Oh, dang.
Agarian takes the full 81. Not the most dexterous man, Agarian. And so he falls unconscious to the ground again. But you have successfully annoyed the other one, who drops Spoot from its coils. Spoot kind of rolls off to the ground over here. Still unconscious, but doesn't take any damage from the drop. But no longer grappled. Instead, the creature is going to attempt to bite the air elemental. That is a dirty 20. For 17 piercing damage, reduced to 8.
8.
Yeah, reduced to 8.
Cool.
And let's see. It's going to attempt to constrict around you as well.
Air elementals cannot be grappled.
That will come into play. However, a 22 will still hit you.
Yes. It'll still hurt me, but it can't hold.
So you take 14 bludgeoning, reduced to 7. And 9 slashing, reduced to 4. And as its coils wrap around you, it squeezes you, and then you poof and floop out, and now you're just kind of ungrappled, and it's very confused. But you are not grappled by it, but it hurt you.
Yeah, sure did.
The third one is dead, so that's good for you guys. Yeah. Next up, we have Grrrig with defect on Grrrig. We have Grrrig with defect on deckish.
Great.
Let's go, Grrrig.
Look at me, I get to have a turn. I'm gonna click my heels together and use my boots of the quickling.
Oh, actually.
Uh-oh.
The creature was blinded, so yeah, it hit even at disadvantage, because luckily, which is a good thing, because if it had had an advantage, it would have rolled 2 natural 20s on you. So.
Ow.
So the 20 was the dirty 20s were the better result.
Cool.
For you.
Cool.
Grrrig, go ahead. Go for it.
Cool. Click my heels together, and I'm going to use my boots of the quickling. One of those charges, so I get my double speed. Yeah. And my double speeded little self is going to scamper over to Spoot. Bonus action. Hang on. No, okay, I can't do the bonus action. That's okay. Everything's fine. Gonna scamper over to my friend Spoot. Cure wounds at a higher level. Will pick.
And hey, congratulations, everybody. We've got a Spoot back.
Ta-da! Hey. Just in time for you to heal yourself. 12 points. No, 17 points.
For a second, I was like, you have a 5th level spell slot?
Yeah, I was really confused. That was a really sad roll, though. And... What? Which... I cast that at... Oh. I thought I did it at 3rd level. That was 2nd level. Did it do it at 3rd level? That doesn't seem right.
Let's see,
1d8.
at first level, it did 1d8, and then it did another 2d8.
It is 2d8. Okay.
Yeah.
Just rolled really, really poorly.
Yeah, it rolled a 4 and a 1.
Great.
But hey, so that's 17 hit points to Spoot.
That is right. And I'm gonna just, for using up a little more of my motion, I'm gonna just kind of keep moving and go kind of into this tree.
Great.
Yeah. There you go. Just keeping using some motion.
Cool.
Hopefully I never actually entered its area. Who knows?
You did, but it's blind, so...
Oh, well, that's good.
And since you didn't attack it, I'm going to say it doesn't notice you.
I'm very small.
Yep.
Alright, Spoot's back. I moved out of the way. I have to remember my
It's good to see you, Matt.
conclusions.
Or not, as the case may be.
Consequences. Ah, you're frozen.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, same. That's a big pink square to me.
Oh.
Hi, Matt. Bye, Matt.
Well, hopefully we'll get him back here in a moment. Cool. Well, so Trip and Kruthy are going to... Kruthy's move is, I believe... Yeah. So they're gonna come up to this guy. I believe blind means that attacks against the creature have advantage.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Let's see here. Attack rolls have advantage, which is good for Trip. So 2 short sword attacks. First one will hit, and the second one will definitely hit with a natural 20. Alright, so Trip does some major damage to this little, or this big old dumb thing here. Oh, actually, it needs to make another save against the blindness, is what it needs to do. At the end of its turn, it's a con save. So, so it's no longer blind, which is unfortunate. But the attack still hit. So the attack still hit, but doesn't get the nat 20, which is sad.
For you.
Yeah. Hi, Matt. It's good to see you, buddy.
I don't know what's happening.
It's okay. You're being attacked is what's happening.
I know. I feel like I've been unconscious for a while.
No, you're not dead at the moment.
Yeah, you have some hit points. Alright, so that's 29, 37, 46. So Trip reliably does 46 points of damage to this creature, which is great for y'all. That brings us to Defect with Nereus on deck.
Yes, I am going to charge down to this guy here.
Okay.
And recklessly swing my axe for that
Natural 20. Yes.
Yes, which means I get to roll my brutal die damage as well.
Yep.
2d12. So another 17 points of damage.
All right. Wow. Sad roll on the initial damage. So that's 12 plus 17. So that's 29, 39 on the first strike. Very nice.
All right, second swing. A 14 to hit.
Unfortunately, a 14 will glance off the heavy armor of this creature.
Okay, my crit gives me a bonus attack, so a 26 to hit.
That is certainly a hit for another 12 points.
12 points of damage. And because of the crit, also the creature has a disadvantage.
Oh, on its next attack?
On his next. Let me check.
That's from your slasher?
Slasher, yeah.
Gotta love feat synergy.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Let's see what it says. Main score hit. Until start of my next turn, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Ooh, nice. Very good. All right. Anything else defect?
That's it.
All right, Nereus, we are up to you. All of you are on deck, followed by Spoot.
Nereus is gonna run over to Spoot and just say, I don't think you should be here right now. And he's gonna cast Thunderstep again.
All right.
DC 20 con saving throw. We're gonna transmute it, spell it to acid. Worked pretty well last time.
Cool, cool. Yeah, it
hurt.
fails.
It fails?
Oh, yeah.
Sick.
Damn.
It's got a respectable con score, but it doesn't get any bonuses to it. So.
32
32 acid
points of
damage?
acid damage.
All right, and where do you...
It's very loud acid.
Where do you bamf to?
I'm gonna drag Spoot up here with me.
All right, so you punk land up there with Spoot, and it's that same like crash of thunder, and then kind of acidy spurt as a wave of acid like brushes over this creature and seeps into the wounds it already has, and you see part of its side just totally dissolve as it screeches and screams and falls down dead.
Oh, I killed something.
Yay!
Yep, it had 30 hit points left. You did 32 points of damage to it.
Nice.
On a fucking escape spell. Wonderful. I love it.
I did this to it twice, too.
Yeah, you did it to the other one, too. Yeah. All right. Anything else, Nereus?
No, that's it.
All right. Olive, we go to you now.
I'm gonna pat Spoot on the shell.
Patting people a lot today, are we?
There's a lot of
Spoot, you're on deck.
patting going on. Olive. Well, golly, here we are. Oopa-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Does not say it's any particular thing. Okay, Olive is coming on over here to whirlwind this thing. So strength save.
Thank you, I've got it. Wonderful. Sorry. I had forgotten that I had gone to a new page and forgotten to share the battle map.
Ah!
Oh no.
But it's okay. We're back at it. Cool. So, Olive, you swarm over to this guy, and what are you doing?
Whirlwinding it.
All right, go ahead.
Must make a strength saving throw.
All right. It rolls an 18.
It saves. It succeeds if it takes half the bludgeoning damage. So it takes 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And it doesn't go anywhere.
All right. That brings us.
Olive ruffles its beard tendrils.
Okay. That brings us to Spoot. Spoot, you have healed your friends. You were knocked unconscious, and you felt your body become crushed. And as you faded from consciousness, fearing that you were going to be eaten, you next were awoken to find yourself on the ground with Grrrig being like, "Wake up, wake up, wake up!" And then Nereus comes over, grabs you, and teleports you away. And as you look and stand up for half your movement, you see before you two large, snaky, salamandery-like entities that are slain by your comrades, and a third being engaged in battle by a defect and a swirling vortex you believe to be Olive. And you see your friend and companion, who's came to your aid back in your hour of need, Agarian, is unconscious on the ground beside one of the dead creatures.
I've only
Gosh darn it.
I've only used a 5th level.
Okay, the mass cure wounds.
Yeah, that's it.
Very cool. Okay, well, I suppose we should get this guy off the ground, huh? We have not used. Hang on one sec. Is he the only one that's on the ground right now?
He is currently. Both Kruthy and Trip look really messed up. You look really messed up. Grrrig looks really messed up. Defect looks hurt. It's hard to tell how Olive's doing because she's swirling vortex.
Swirling vortex.
She's fine. She goes with the flow. Can I attempt a medicine check on the thing that's still standing?
Yeah, go for it. It is very, very hurt. It's got various wounds of all sorts on it. A few very deep cuts from defect that really chopped it down to almost nothing. It's still sturdy, but it's been very hurt.
You know what? What the heck? If I think I can hit everybody, let's do another mass cure wounds, huh?
Certainly,
What's the
everybody
range
is
on
in
that?
range. Yeah.
60 feet. Yeah. Okay.
And you can pick 6 creatures, I believe.
So let's do the serpent thing because I want this fight to keep going. Let's do. I'm just kidding. I believe before we did everything, the Kruthy, the mount. Sorry, Kruthy.
Mm-hmm.
No, but Nereus is doing pretty all right.
Okay. I might make an announcement that I'm gonna heal everybody, and Nereus gives me a thumbs up. But he's okay.
I mean, if you medicine check everybody, I'm right behind you, and I'm not bleeding at all.
Yeah, on that quick triage, because you're used to this in combat, you definitely see that Nereus is doing best out of everybody at the moment.
Great, then we'll do the serpent. No, I'm just kidding. We'll do Kruthy.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast it now if I can remember how to play this game.
Yeah. Roll that beautiful heal dice.
21. It's not too shabby.
Nice.
I include myself with this, right? Is that
yeah, you can do up to 6, including yourself.
Because that'd be awesome.
Did you include Did you include the whirling vortex? I'm sorry, I was staring into space.
Yeah, I think I did, but just by default because you're in the party.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Cool. So everyone except Nereus gets 21 healing points. Very cool. What
I
else
thought
would
for
you like
sure
to
you were
use?
just gonna murder.
I really want to, but everyone, I'm trying to be the healer everyone wants me to be.
I mean, Olive bounced back up and turned right into a vortex without a second thought about healing you. So.
It's about time that Defect got a kill again, so I figured I'd give him a chance.
Thank you. See? No one cares about Defect's feelings.
Spook's got you.
No mushy stuff.
This is all just
No
with
secret,
the eyes.
right? Yeah, just eyes talk.
So that was an action. I
really
don't think I have any meaningful bonus actions. Let me check, though.
Okay. Do you want to move or anything?
Probably not.
Okay. Well, then we will go
I don't think I don't have anything that's not already a spell, and I think we established that Pulse, even using Healing Word, counts as using a spell, so it can't go as a bonus action. Is
right,
that correct,
yeah, because you cast the spell from the object.
Yeah, why don't we stay here then?
All right. Well, Agarian gets up on his turn. Confident it came from you, he looks over to you and nods, as he did come rushing to your aid, but you were unconscious at the time, so you don't know.
I saw it from heaven. It's because we share a deity.
Indeed. But he rushes over here with his 15 feet of movement, and will make his 3 attacks on the creature. Let's see. Let's see. 3 attacks. Oh, he does have advantage because of defect, which means 2 of them will hit, which is nice.
He's gonna kill this one too.
So
I see it. I feel it.
That on the next one, and he does not kill it outright. It looks pretty fucking bad, though. It is now the creature's turn.
Awesome.
So it does not get its breath back, which is bad for it.
Suck it!
And really good for all of us.
So it has disadvantage on this attack because of defect slasher, but it's going to try to eat defect. That's a 21 to hit for 25 piercing damage, reduced to 12. And then its coils attempt to wrap around you, but that is a 13 with disadvantage, so it does not wrap you. We go now to Grrrig.
Well, Grrrig no longer has to worry about healing. It's fine. Everything's fine. I do have to do the, what is it, DC 15. It's the start of my next turn. Con save.
That is a success.
15, yay! I have my normal speed. Me and my normal speed are going to come further here. Yeah, just gonna... Why not? Change location. And we're gonna go simple. We're gonna firebolt the big mean.
A 25 will
hit?
Absolutely hit.
Great, we're also gonna add in some Fury of the Small.
Alright. Go for
So that's
it.
another 13 damage.
Alright, so that's 34 fire damage.
Please be dead.
Grrrig, what does it look like when you immolate this creature?
I am going to hit it in its eyeball, and it's gonna hit something about it, and it's just gonna burn its face. You're gonna see flames melting, oozing bits.
Like a snipery assassin, a beam of fire just roils right into these weird goat eyes of this strange salamander creature, and it like boils away the first one, and the flame keeps burning and burning, boiling the second one as it screeches in this horrible, inhuman noise as the entire jaw alights as it screams, and instead of that cackling, crackling, lightning energy, it's just the residual heat and fire of the flame bolt that Grrrig launched at it. And as it puffs out, its jaw is singed, its eyes are dripping boiled fluid, and it collapses to the ground, severely dead.
Boom. Can we take a nap now? This is not how I was wanting to start my day.
I'm getting real tired of this force.
It's unfriendly. Not that any of you can hear me because I'm just hissing in the wind.
All you are is dust in the wind.
The swirling vortex will briefly suck up some flames just for effect.
Yeah. There you go. Well done. You have slain these strange creatures. What would you like to do? There are 3 of these corpses just bleeding out from various wounds. You do know that 2 of the creatures you slayed had those black orbs implanted in them.
Want to add to that collection?
I guess we should, huh?
Probably. It sounds like it is important, even though I have no idea what it means.
Grrrig touched the orb and saw Craghold, and then got a really bad headache.
Yeah,
Nosebleed.
and a nosebleed. And also a creepy voice talked to me and said he would see me in 3 days. You know anything about that?
Yes. That doesn't sound good.
No, doesn't it?
I think it's a little early in the day to make camp, but I wouldn't mind a bit of a rest myself.
Hang out, regroup, while you guys carve the black things out of them.
Chill out with these 3 large
Yep.
corpses.
Is it
Yeah, it'll
possible
keep
for
other
neither-
things away,
So
right?
who wants to investigate these corpses for Spoot?
For science.
For science. Oh, if it's
I
for
think-
science, then it has to be me.
I think Grrrig and I should take a look at them. We're gonna
I'm
put on the
tired, but
gloves.
science calls.
Since you 2 are going to work together, one of you can make an investigation check at advantage.
If I have a feeling Grigg's gonna win on that.
Mine
but
is 9.
Mine is investigation -6. No, +1, but I get to add 3, so it's only +4. Yeah, you should do it.
Okay. I investigate. Natural 20 for a total of
Yeah.
29.
Yeah, so this first one that you're by, that you boiled the eyes out of, you find it very quickly, because it's like a lump like in the skull that like didn't burn or boil, and you find it right near where like the brain of this creature would be. So you pull out another one of those onyx orbs.
Great. All right, and I guess we get another one. Go look. Check the other bodies? Question mark.
Yeah, you can check the other 2 if you want.
All right. Do it again. 26.
Yeah, this one's also easy to find. That section of its body that got dissolved by the acid kind of acted as like a dump chute, and it just like poured out, and you find the orb kind of right in that viscera that is just eking out of the massive dissolved acid wound.
I do love the word viscera. All right, I'm going to search the last one too, just for the sake of doing. That time I needed the advantage. 25.
Yeah, you and Spoot, still pretty quickly, right by one of the stab wounds from Agarian's greatsword. You reach your little goblin hands in, and within a few moments of like digging around, you're like, "Oh, I found it," and pull it out. It's covered in gross stuff, but
Viscera, one might say.
gooey.
I love that
gooey
word
juices.
so much.
Yeah,
Mmm.
the viscera is ripe here.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I have more orbs. I'm a little nervous about orbing, but I have them. Thoughts? Gang?
Yeah.
Nice game of
Because of
boxing.
your high rolls, this entire operation took about 10 minutes.
Well, I guess I'm gonna, while you all think it over, I'm just gonna take a quick nap.
Olive would also like a nap. Olive is going to cease being an elemental and collapse into the snow.
Okay. So you want to attempt to take a short rest here?
I think we have to.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. Somebody please roll me a d20.
Okay. Roll 16 again.
Okay. 16. Okay. The battle you waged, the many bouts of lightning breath, has scared off most of the local wildlife. And you are able to get a short rest successfully.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can apply a short rest, and any hit dice that you would like to apply, you may do so.
Why is it doing? Why did it? This. It's like not. Hit die are not properly working in the thing. All right, I managed to roll. Four.
All right. Let's see. So, has everybody healed up all they were interested in healing up?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Cool, cool, cool.
I totally forgot how short rests work.
Well, apparently, if you click the button that says "Please apply these hit dice," it doesn't do it. So,
I don't pretend to know how that works.
it marked me off as having rolled 8 and only actually rolled 4.
Oh, it doubled.
Oh, it did work. That's impressive. Okay.
Oh, it worked for you, huh? It worked for you.
Yeah, but it's not keeping track of the total. The only thing I've never liked about this is if you use 5 and then you go back to it, it's like it disappeared. So you have to like remember.
Yeah.
That you used 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trip, Kruthi, and Agarian look much better after that short rest. They used most of their hit dice to get that way. But, yeah. But that is a successful successful short rest for you all. So, congratulations. That is complete. What is your next step here, warriors of Grrrig and the Misfits?
Guess we just keep going. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to get closer. Now, I did think, I don't know if this has been discussed already. I don't know if it is useful to try to destroy these things. Like, I'm not saying maybe they're phylacteries per se, but if they're some kind of way that the Ibn Shade is communicating or maybe controlling these creatures or maybe seeing through them. I don't know if they have a little bit of his.
That's a good point. I mean, I just, saw stuff. I saw where Craghold is. you want to take a turn and look?
I don't know if I want him to see me.
Fair.
I mean, you know we're coming.
They do know we're coming. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know that I want to stick my face in one of these again for a little while. That
I
hurt
could
a
do it.
lot. Yeah, it takes a little magic oomph.
And it bites.
Well, yeah.
Maybe I could bite back. Alright, let's fuck with this orb.
Fuck with the orb. Are you going to be the same one, or are you going to be a different one?
I'll do a different one.
Okay. Go ahead and make an Arcana check, Nereus. As you hold this orb in your hand.
We're gonna reroll that. Not that that's much better, but I'll take a 14.
You investigate this orb to the best of your abilities, and you can't for the life of you see how Grrrig saw anything in this. It's just black and like onyx. There's nothing in here.
Grrrig, there's nothing here.
What? You're just not looking close enough. There's probably something there.
There's nothing there.
Is it the same one that Grrrig peered into, or
Different. I looked at... Yeah, different.
I mean,
Different.
we have a full set at this point.
No, here, Grrrig, you take a look at it. I'm not crazy. There's nothing there.
You don't have to do that if you don't want to.
Okay. Yeah, excuse me. I gotta prove him wrong.
Make an Arcana check.
Only a 15 that time.
Yeah,
You do
this
have
one doesn't seem to have that
artificer
look.
thing.
Like you look where you think it should be, and you don't see that little bit of light in the darkness.
Weird. Hang on. Let me clean it off like I did last time. Can I try again? Or look at a different one or something?
You can try looking at a different one, sure.
Alright. Alright. Well, let me look at this one. Maybe not all of them have it. There's a 23.
23, you get real into it. It seems pretty smooth. There's no chips, there's no chars, there's no writing, there's no runes on it. It's just a black onyx orb. And you don't see anything through it. It's just black onyx.
Weird. These ones don't have it.
Posted by the bad guy in the orb.
Maybe. Or these ones just don't have it. Maybe you can enchant them to do the thing that I saw, but these ones don't do it? I don't know, Spoot, you look.
Nah. I'd love to inspect it to see if there's a way to destroy it, but after watching them fail, I think Spoot is wise enough not to throw his hat in.
Well, you still know which way we're going, right?
Yes, it's that way.
Who were you asking?
Me, because
Hey.
I saw Craghold.
Oh,
Grrrig knows where we're going. Because she looked into one of the orbs and it told her.
it said, "Come find me at these coordinates."
Well, no, but I saw pictures of Craghold. There were some crenellated walls about 20 feet tall, and there were a bunch of people walking around, and then there was the mysterious voice, and then I got kicked out of the orb. And I had a nosebleed. So that's
Maybe
gotta mean we're
Trish-
going the right direction, right?
If the frequency of attacks also increases, then I would have to say yes.
That's probably a really good way to assess that. Yep.
Well, we follow you, Grrrig.
Oh, good. As you should.
That's why we're just the misfits.
Okay, great. Grrrig,
When you think about it, Grrrig isn't a misfit.
go ahead.
Not in our gang.
Grrrig fits right in.
Yeah, it's like being the lead singer and then having the band. You're not part of the band. That's their name.
True.
Grrrig, go ahead, roll a d12 for me.
Just a d12. All right. 10.
Great. So you beeline it in this direction for about a couple of hours now. Probably cover about 4 or 5 miles in this time, about midday. And a couple of things happen around the end of this trek. You come to what appears to be a dense area of forest and foliage, and you're kind of weaseling your way through, and you trip over something. What you trip over is the remains
He's a gnome.
of some humanoid creature, long since dead, just skeletal at this point, wearing simple, like, traveling clothes, like a rotted cloak that looks to be more appropriate for, like, early fall than late winter. So it's been here a while. But on them, you do manage to find 38 silver pieces, 5 gold pieces, and a rolled up piece of parchment.
38 silver, 5 gold, and a rolled up parchment. I'm reading that.
You unroll it, and it appears to be a love letter.
Aww. I don't read it out loud, but I do read it.
It is very tender, and it is addressed to one Reggie, and it is signed Clara. And it is very sweet and romantic, but you are unsure whether this was Reggie or Clara, or if this was just a messenger.
Do you want to talk to them and find out?
No, I'm going to, before anybody notices what it is, tuck it away in my pockets.
Cool, just make a sleight of hand check for me.
Yes. Always a fan of a sleight of hand check. 16.
Is this against my passive perception by any chance?
It is.
I was going to say, my passive perception is way higher than that.
Anyone who has a passive perception of 17 or above sees this happen.
Spoot just goes...
I don't see it. I'm looking at the letter. Pretending everything's normal. Just looking away. Looking forward to where we're going.
Yeah.
Ghosting up and reading, trying to read over their shoulder.
It's like, who are you? Cast Speak with Dead. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe not. I don't think Spoot's into that.
I mean, it's a dead body in proximity to where you are going.
That's fair.
Useful.
I mean, that thought did cross my mind.
Useful.
Either way, it's there.
Yeah.
You can keep going.
You know what? Let's do it. This could be fun. Let's do. Okay, I'm going to explain the rules to everyone before we do it.
Okay. Hey, look at this dead body.
You get to ask it 3 questions. Make them count. One of those questions should probably be if it knows anything about Crackhold. Can we think of 2 more questions that are interesting?
What's your name?
That's a good one.
What is your favorite?
It's always
What's your favorite color?
What is the land speed velocity of a...
The sparrow.
Common swallow.
Swallow. African or European?
Yeah, I forget. Yeah, exactly.
African or European. Wait, what? Anyway, okay. All right, let's try it. Cast Speak with Dead.
Dorks.
All right, cool. So you cast Speak with Dead, and
Does it have a mouth?
Yeah. The skeletal remains kind of sit up, and there's a few, like, creaks and snaps as, like, various bits of, like, leftover flesh that were not scavenged kind of snap off as the skeleton sits up and the robes kind of drape over it. It turns its head and looks at you, and its jaw just somehow emits a voice even though it has no tongue, no lungs. Hello? What can I do for you?
Hello. What is your name?
Regibarb?
Yes. I mean...
Pleasure to meet you, Regibarb. My name is Spoot. We are searching for a place known as Craghold. Is it near?
Theoretically, I think so. I was looking for it, and then I got killed.
We have one more question. Should we ask
Do we care why he was looking for it?
I think maybe that we care why. We're like whispering off to the side. This is not a question for you, Ridgebar.
If a skeleton can look dejected, he does.
I know how the rules work, and you wait your turn.
Oh my god.
What was it in the movie? Was that a question? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just leave him hanging. Let's just ask him 2 questions, and he hangs out here forever. Why are we looking for Craghold? Did we lose Jared? I think everyone's been kind of popping in and out.
Jared's
Oh,
thinking.
he's not frozen to me.
No, I'm still here.
Nereus disappeared, and then his icon was replaced by the Komodo dragon that should be Amber's.
That's odd.
That was on purpose.
Is everything okay? Are you having a...
Throw us all off your scent.
So you ask, why are you looking for Craghold?
Yeah.
The head looks up at you. Well, I was kind of thinking to turn it into a summer home if I could find it.
Oh my god, I wanted to be a resort.
For my betrothed. She's beautiful and deserves the best. And my grandfather had claims that he had found it at one point, so I was kind of going off his directions, such as they were. But I got pretty close, and then this crazy tall thing with a big old long weapon just strode right up out of like nowhere, kind of formed out of mist and just slashed at me, and there I was dead. And then the skeleton goes and falls over.
Maybe I shouldn't have asked for his name.
What? No, it's really useful information.
Do
you know his grandpa? I turn and ask.
We could try this
Big,
again.
Stoop,
Yes.
Starper, Schnivift, Trip.
Did he have any?
I don't know any Regibarbs, so hard to say if I know their grandfather.
Oh, darn. I mean, you might have just heard some grandpa tell their story sometime. And they're here about their grandson.
Well, I mean,
I hear that.
it's possible. I'm old, I guess, in human terms. Although
You are.
I don't know if he was human or not, but assuming so. Probably wasn't an elf.
Trying to open a hotel or a resort.
Right?
Pretty human. Cool.
Well, unless we...
We saw those. We saw the thing that comes out of the mist. That's the nightmare. Remember, there's a sign that said "Beware of nightmares."
Beware of nightmares.
Yeah.
As much as I would like to
So
implore
it did say
us.
it had a massive pole arm and slashed him. Regibar.
Came out of the mist.
Yeah.
I would like everyone to make a history check except for Nereus.
Because he knows it all. Just kidding. History. That's intelligence. I'm going to use my special skill.
Oof. Not defect. Defect is making snow angels.
You read more poetry than...
Cool.
I'm going to... Hang on one second. I'm going to use Know the Truth, so I'm going to add +5 to that.
Oh, damn. So a 32.
It's my thing. I should be good at this.
Spoot, you immediately remember a moment in history that you yourself witnessed way back in the day after you fought in Tower Manor before you reclaimed it as Misfit Manor. When Oligar was on the ropes, you had killed most of his people. Oligar turned to mist.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
Oh, yeah.
And you think back to the attack, the reports you were given. When Misfit Manor was attacked and Sebastian was killed, your guards told you that this massive Goliath laughed at his carnage and then disappeared into mist.
Well, that's what I would have thought, but he's a super dead body. Olgar's that old?
And
He's not that dead.
He's a skeleton.
And
yes, TM.
Spoot. You also remember way back when you were at that little gnomish enclave in the Threatspire Mountains, when you tracked boot prints. You tracked them, and then the boot prints ended. As if they disappeared.
I would like to think that, like, cinematically, this all Spoot has a series of flashbacks that all come like flooding back to us, and his pupils get real dilated.
And you also know from experience that Oligar carries a massive glaive.
Yeah, I think we're close, guys.
Oh, really?
I'd like to think Spoot doesn't understand sarcasm. See, he's going to be like, yeah, I really do.
Yeah,
So,
seriously.
Yeah, guys.
So do we think this
for
place
real.
is going to make a nice summer home? I mean, we might need a second home.
He's a little too late for that. So this is definitely Oligar that he's describing.
What? I mean, but he's so dead. Is Oligar that old? Really?
It's hard to say. If Oligar has been in some sort of union with the Ibn perhaps he's, has abilities that aren't normally granted to men.
Wait, is it that old? When it sat up, little bits of flesh fell off of it.
Did it? Oh, well.
It was obvious that, like, it was not, like, a completely bare... Like, the clothes were not, like, threadbare. They were ruined, but they were not rotted away. So, like...
Okay.
It was probably... He's probably been dead, like, 3 months.
Something ate it.
Exposed to the elements and creatures and who knows what else.
I mean, I would assume it got eaten, because otherwise its flesh probably would have frozen onto its bones pretty hardcore.
No, that's fair, yeah. Alright. No, sure, yeah. I mean, yeah. Something coming out of the mist, transforming and murdering people, that sounds like Oligar. Do we get to go kill him yet? That's what we're doing, right?
I thought we're on our way.
Great.
We might,
I can't wait to kill that guy.
Might get a chance sooner than later if
Well, maybe we should make it tomorrow, but also we could just do this. Let's just do this. It's fine.
Well, let's see how close we can safely get. Let's be on our guard. Perhaps we can afford to move cautiously.
Okay. So you continue on, and as you kind of step through a very dense thicket, Grrrig, kind of leading the way, once you step through the thicket and take a look around, you stop. What you see, Grrrig, is a very large wall, about 20 feet in front of you. 25 or so feet high. Massive crenellations. You are just barely beyond the shrubs. Your friends haven't come through yet.
I'm going to message defect. Stop.
Hey, stop.
Stop, everybody.
Spoot slams into the back of defect.
Exactly.
Hands up.
What you see is a 20-foot high stone wall that seems to have, like, signs of recent repair. You see crenellations on it. And as you look off to one side, you see the back of a guard as it turns and walks further down the other way.
We all back up.
You quickly turn your head in the other direction, and you see another form beginning to turn another corner and come in your direction.
Yeah, we definitely just back.
Cool. You back into the brush. And after the guard kind of passes, you take the moment and peek your head out. And you don't have much of an angle on what's beyond here, but it's a big 25 foot so tall wall with some kind of active patrol on it.
Great. I think we found
I'm
it.
gonna pass without a trace on all of us.
I think we found it.
The scene that comes to mind is when the hobbits with Smeagol peer over to the gates of Mordor for the first time.
Yeah, I think I can get behind that. Yeah, I mean, back it up. I guess we can walk along a ways and see about what there is to see about.
Yeah, can we walk in the woods and walk along looking for, I don't know, a gate?
So, when you pull back, because your friends haven't made it through the thicket yet. When you
I'm stopping
know.
them.
I know.
Okay.
When you pull back and go to tell them what happened, you see Trip kind of carefully, silently pokes his head through and comes back and looks at you and says, "There's nothing there."
Oh,
Get out.
crap. Is it because I can see it because I looked in the orb?
Yeah, Greg, you stick your head back through and you see the wall and you look up and you see something you didn't notice the first time around. The sky up above this thing is a dark, swirling vortex of dark black clouds that are constantly roiling with multicolored lightning bursts.
I don't know if that's normal. I'll back up again and say, hey, by the way, there's a multicolored storm brewing overhead over the building that you can't see.
In theory, is this something that would be, like, is the sky visible above the tree line?
It's pretty dense here, so you can't quite get a good view of the sky at the moment.
Olive, could you think you could take a look up top without exposing yourself?
You want me to climb this tree?
You don't have to use this form. I assumed you could use something that might make it a little easier on yourself.
Oh yeah, I suppose I could. I could be a bird of some kind. I'm gonna turn into maybe not an owl because those are nocturnal.
A giant octopus, just what I was thinking, Olive.
Crocodile.
Spoot, stop thinking about lunch.
A fish, several fish, a school of fish.
I did
How
see
many
a
fish?
cereal planefish.
Yeah, how many fish can you turn into at one time?
I believe a school of fish.
That is hilarious.
A swarm of fish. Swarm of fish? Swarm of fish doesn't sound right.
Warma?
You can turn into one fish.
Fish shawarma would be awesome. I don't know how you do that because you'd have to put it on the thing. And anyway,
So, Olive, are you transforming into something?
Something that flies, yes. Like a hawk or something.
All right, yeah, easy enough to do. You transform. You fly up through the trees. You kind of got to go off to the side to like get out and kind of like find your way up there, but easy enough to do. And you burst above the canopy, and you see an open, like massive clearing, clear sky, a few clouds, but like it's not snowing at the moment. But
I don't see any clouds and lightning.
No clouds, no lightning, no structures of any kind.
skies are blue,
Wait,
fields of green.
I have an idea. So you can sometimes read people's minds, right?
Yeah, sort of.
Why don't you try to see what Craghold looked like out of Grig's memory?
Well, historically, Greg doesn't really like people prying into their minds.
No,
Really
but
is a reasonable idea, because as long as it keeps me from having to get another nosebleed.
There's also
try
a
it.
way. There's also a way to see
I
if
mean-
anyone's spying on us, which I'd also like to try, perhaps next.
I could draw it.
Well,
Here, I'll draw it.
well,
I mean,
maybe you have to see it though.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm happy to try. Let's see.
Yeah, what if you... Can you... Wait, how would you... I don't know how to do this. Can you see inside my head while I'm seeing it? I could poke my head out real sneaky like.
Oh, maybe. Well, hang on. I can't. I lose track of what spells do what at this point. There's so many and so many that I've never used.
I think you're looking for
Who
detect
has...
Looking for what?
detect thoughts.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
There's some wording difference. There's a slight thing between that and using my channel divinity to read thoughts. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can either read the surface thoughts through channel divinity, or
I have a
Stay
thing
tuned.
on my head, don't I? Do I still have that on my head?
The telepathy crown.
Crown
oh
of
yeah, that's a
Fallen.
good point.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Could you communicate mental images through that?
That's what I'm looking at.
I think maybe.
If it
Telepathic
grants you
bond.
telepathy, then yeah.
Can I use the null amulet to attempt to end a magical effect of illusion on the space that Greg is insisting there's something there?
I don't know if the null
I
amulet is
feel like
quite
if
that
you take the
powerful.
whole illusion off of an entire fortress, somebody might notice.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Whoop.
Yeah.
You'll see
I mean,
they
we
even
could
shave
try.
naked.
We haven't
Oh, I
tried
guess I'll have to
this
do it
thing
with
yet.
It's
So-
not getting that close.
So the null amulet does very specific things. It doesn't just like make magic
Yeah,
go away.
would end a magical effect on a creature. So an illusion would not be an effect on me, it's an effect on the thing.
If that's
Which
what's
is not a
going
creature.
on. Correct.
And I'm not getting within 10 feet of it, regardless of whether or not I think it works. I'm not getting that close to it.
Yeah.
So
We could try.
fine.
Can try the crown. I haven't
Try the
used that in a while.
Try the
Or
crown.
like
I
ever.
don't have detect thoughts, but I can read your surface thoughts.
Well,
And
I'm
then I can
thinking
force
about
you to
the
take a
wall
course of
now.
action. If you want.
No, thank you.
Just kidding.
I guess I'm gonna try using the crown for the first time.
Okay. Cool.
Ooh.
Ooh. 8 willing creatures of your choice. Are you telling
Yeah.
me?
This could be interesting.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's everybody.
Even Kruthi?
Even Kruthi.
Oh
Unless
no,
I
don't do that to that
count.
poor thing.
Uh,
You might cause it to have a meltdown.
I'm just
What's
gonna think
intelligence?
really hard about what I remember seeing in the orb, and also tack on the wall and the storm. I'm just gonna think pictures.
Okay. Cool. You all get this same image that Grrrig saw when they looked through the thing. You see it in your minds, and you see a compound with like 20-foot tall walls, crenellations, patrols, some like inner structures, and then you're pulled through to a ziggurat, and out of the backside of the ziggurat there's like 2 towers that look like tubes next to each other. It goes up to like a bridge, but there's no bottom half of the other side of the bridge. It just is like a leaning out, and then on the other side of the bridge it rises up. It makes no logical sense how this thing could possibly be constructed, stand, support itself, unless there was heavy magic involved in this thing. because it's like there's no way it could work. And then the image changes and you see like a wall 20 feet away from you, 20 feet up, with a guard coming and a guard going. And you see a dark, stormy sky with multicolored lightning bolts, all from Grrig's perspective. And then you see them pull back into like brushes. And those are the images you get through the telepathic bond.
Okay, now you have to try it.
In big empty space?
Sneak your head out. Look carefully.
I stick my head out.
Okay.
Also, I think that because this lasts for an hour, this is way more fun.
Maybe you see it again while you're telepathically sending us images.
Did you think that or talk that? Because I only accept thoughts right now.
Both. Just to cover all my bases.
Okay, I'll go look really quietly. I'm going to try to see it without even poking my head out, necessarily. Try to get a view.
Cool, so you're just like opening a few leaves, like moving a few
Yeah, I'm peeping.
I'm gonna look out with Grrrig too.
Cool. Grrrig, you see the wall and you see the sky above you as much as you can through this brush. Nereus, you still see nothing.
Nope. Ain't
But
nothing
are we seeing what Grrrig is seeing? It's not like is it like Arcane Eye?
No.
We're now seeing through Grrig's eyes?
Grrrig shared their memories of what they had seen with you all.
Gotcha.
And I'm thinking...
So you got like the Instagram version.
Look at what I can see. Yeah, alright. Yep. Still thinking about this. Can you see anything? Grrrig thinks.
No.
Grrrig thinks back. That sucks.
It's worth a shot.
Do I catch any really fun stray thoughts?
I start thinking of that one really spicy scene from that romance novel I've been reading.
I imagined you would start thinking about
stuff, Nereus.
Oh, sorry.
I have expected you to think about that level of hell.
Oh yeah, there's that.
That's where I snagged the
That
book
just
from.
makes me think of Wow, that wedding was fun. I hope we don't
starts
die.
thinking about the wedding
go
and
back
starts having
there.
a panic attack.
Yeah, no, I hope we don't die so we can go back there.
Oh god. Farlene. I'm trying to find a spell. I used once before to detect. We were able to detect that someone was scrying on defect.
That's see invisibility.
See invisibility would allow you to see the invisible orb that like is the scrying lens.
Oh, I thought I did it, but I don't have see invisibility, so I didn't do it.
I mean, I have that.
I do have true seeing, but I think I'm an idiot and forgot to buy the ingredients for it.
I mean,
and
true seeing does give you true sight, which allows you to see something's true nature through illusions.
So I wonder if I could use that if I would see what Grrrig sees. It calls for an ointment for the eyes that costs 25 GP. Now, it does specify what it's made of, but I wonder if I can pull some DM pity and put together some ingredients that I do have that are worth 25 GP and rub them on my eyes.
Just rub the GP on your eyes.
Roll a luck check. If you roll above a 12, then you would have thought to buy the ointment when you were in Fey Harbor.
Okay, I know there was a day where I was doing like massive shopkeeping.
Yeah, there was a day where you did massive shopping, but you stuck to like diamond dust and that sort of thing.
Yes, and I also
that's where your mind was.
I also wonder if this is a 6th level spell. I also wonder if I had the spell at that.
We did.
You would have.
We did. Okay, it probably was so new that I honestly.
So 13 or higher, and you have bought one use of the ointment.
Oh, good. Is this just a straight D20?
Straight D20.
I just love the mental image of Spoot like digging.
Hey, you rolled a 14! You got it, baby!
Oh my god, you did it.
Oh my god. Yeah, Spook's just like rubbing things in. No, that didn't work. No, that wasn't it. Oh, man. Oh, mushrooms? Maybe.
So deduct 25 gold from your account.
Okay, I'll take it.
And then, you can use this ointment right now.
So
Stop
here's a
rubbing
weird
spices in
thing.
your eyes.
I
don't have the gold.
I got 10 gold. But in theory, the rest of the money that I own, like...
Yeah, right. I'll
is
take
in
15
Grrrig.
gold out of the Grrrig purse.
Ron, the broke bitch is following Grrrig around.
By the end of this, Grrrig will be like, and your tab is... And your tab is...
Exactly. Wait, what's 21
Welcome to
minus
the Grrrig.
16 or 15?
6.
Thank you. I was like,
That's
why
all
am I
that I
adding a
have.
0?
That's all that I have left in my bank.
So most of you also have bank accounts back at the Bank of Fay Harbor you have not touched.
I'm pretty sure Spook doesn't know about that. Did they draw interest?
Did they draw interest?
Oh, actually, yeah, I don't think... Yeah, Spoot, you were off on another adventure, so you don't have one.
Yeah.
If I die, please
No.
just tell my family that
We
that
have-
exists.
As a party, last week I saw was we had 42,002 gold pieces and 5 silver pieces in the bank as a party.
Yeah.
And then carrying around at this point, I have 3,006 gold, 48 silver, 1,833 copper, and that's the joint money.
I had 10 gold pieces in my purse.
Meanwhile, my personal stash.
Amber, don't forget the Electrum.
Oh god, there's Electrum. No, I think I converted it because I hate Electrum.
Tanner
I'll
loves
just walk
Electrum.
around with 9. with
So,
9 gold.
Spoot, you have this ointment. What are you going to do?
So I have this ointment, but I didn't prep the spell because for
Okay.
lots of reasons.
Well-
So I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. But I was curious. Thank you for helping solve that mystery.
Oh my god.
I also thought it was one of those spells that's always prepared because of my class. It's not.
Hmm.
Oops.
It is the other one, scrying,
Well,
which I could use again on Oligar, but we know it's
Certainly
hard because he's not familiar to me. And
Also,
I mean, you've met
Also-
Oligar.
didn't I try it on him before? I mean, not impossible, I guess, but
And
it's
he
still
just
difficult.
slapped you down, if I recall correctly.
Oh yeah, because he can roll against it.
Yeah,
can
the
he?
target of scrying does get a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, that's why it was hard. I think.
or maybe
I could try it
you're
again.
not playing.
I'm also thinking this might just be Spoot being paranoid. But I've got this spell that I've never used before, called non-detection, and it hides somebody from being magically scryed upon. And I'm thinking about casting it on Grrrig because I'm wondering if this is a two-way street. If
If they
Grrrig
look
has,
into the Palantir.
Grrrig, would you? How do you feel about me casting a spell on you? It lasts for 8 hours, so it would get us through the night.
I mean, sure, yeah, that
It's
sounds
early
fine.
afternoon
As
by
long
this
as it doesn't stop me from casting other spells on me.
No. It just hides you from divination. So as long as your spells aren't divination.
Yeah, I don't want anybody watching me.
I think we should do it.
Watching Grrrig.
You get to
I
sleep
throw a
outside the
copper
tent tonight.
piece at him.
Here, rub this on your eyes.
Just go play with this.
If you want
Rub
to
this
play
on your
tent, things will
So what are you
work
gonna
out
do?
again.
I'm going to wait till it's time for a long rest because I believe those last 8 hours, and I'm going to try to hide Grrrig overnight in the hopes that it hides the rest of us.
All right. In the meantime, I am going to suggest that we very, very carefully follow the shrub line, and I intermittently poke my head out very secretively. Spend the afternoon just sort of not going too far, but just getting a sense of the wall and the pattern. See if we can check in on what the turning of the guard, etc.
So go ahead, everybody
case
make
in the joint.
a group stealth check and then an investigation check. Or it could
Okay.
be
Are you-
it could be perception because you are observing what's going on. So
Oh, pass without a trace. So that'd be
Yes,
27.
please.
Pass without a trace. So,
Defects.
because
29.
Seriously.
Oh,
I'm
no.
just disconnected from everyone.
It becomes
Oh,
a
Lord.
14.
No,
me and Defect are just walking into each other, apparently.
This is a bad idea. We should back up. Everyone just keep backing up until we figure out this whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Me and Grrrig are fine.
We're totally fine.
I didn't even do so well on perception. That's kind of surprising.
Well, it also occurs to me that neither of us can see anything. All we're percepting is the empty fields.
The dirt under my eyes when I fell.
So
I am
as you
sneaky and
are
all-seeing.
sneaking along the hedge line, there's a few like ooh kind of moments, but luckily no guards are in the vicinity.
Oh god.
Did you say I could roll investigation if I wanted?
It was perception or investigation.
Just perception. Yeah, okay. 26.
Great.
I'm going to formulate the patterns.
Yeah, so Greg, you scurry up in front and you're like watching from like the closest corner of the wall to see if you can get timing, and it's long and massive, and there's like a boarded up door on this side. So you think that it's the entrance is probably on one of these other sides. And as you're watching, you see a guard kind of coming your way. And as it gets to be about 60 feet away, you hear a crash and a scramble through the shrubs as Spoot, you tumble out of something. You lost your footing, something went crazy, and you roll like a ball out like a good 20 feet, and you smack right into something hard. And as soon as you hit it, you look up and you see a 20-foot tall wall with crenellations on top and a dark, stormy sky above you with massive lightning of like different colors like red, orange, yellow, snaking across the sky, swirling around whatever this fortress encampment is. And as you look up and you kind of are like, your head's like wrestles against the side here, you've hit this wall, you see all this, you hear something, you hear a voice. What's that? Who goes there? And you hear the clanking of rushing booted feet. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session of Nuuli Forged. So, good news, Spoot, you found Craghold.
Are we still like telepathically linked?
You are.
Oh, I just say
great.
like I found it, guys. It's been here the whole time.
Yeah. So good job. You found it. You found what you're looking for.
We found it hard, so
I like
hard.
how we did worse on a group stealth check with pass without a trace.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, yeah. How did that work? We all rolled individually, right? And
Yeah.
then it just
so
got found
everybody-
individually.
everybody rolls and then gets to add a plus 10.
Yeah. There was a 27, a 15, a 14, a 29, and an 11.
So,
It's like
and I will say, I made these guards roll
Not
up.
111.
I made these guards roll perception check because they're just on guard. They're actively looking for stuff.
so they beat an 11.
They had a 13,
Dang. I think we fucked up, guys.
which means
This is
the
where
only one who failed was the poor Spoot who rolled the nat 1.
We should just reload our save. When did we save last?
When did we
I've
save last?
I've been save scumming.
At the
So,
short rest?
5 minutes ago.
Okay. So last 15 minutes of this don't count. We'll come back tomorrow.
Unfortunately, this is one of those cutscenes that you can't save at.
Nope.
So,
Dope.
good
So
try.
we've just shut down the game, and it's going to reboot at the last save point.
Or your file
You
is
can certainly
corrupted and you have
try.
to start from
we
zero.
have to start from the very beginning.
Or
Or it's like my Final Fantasy VIII disc, and I can never do the final boss battle because it's too scratched and it skips every time.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Sad.
I was about to say my Skyrim file that's corrupted, so every time I load into it, cabbages fill the entire sky and then it crashes.
That's
Oh my
hysterical.
God, that's terrifying.
I've still never seen the end of Final Fantasy VIII.
So
They
good.
all die.
Well, anyway,
No, you leave my kinky BDSM teacher alone.
anyway, good job, y'all. You have at least 2 of you have found Craghold.
This sucks.
So that's great. Good job. You done did it.
Oh,
Shockingly, none of us are
This
dead.
is going to be so bad. This is like the opposite of what we wanted to happen.
yes.
Well, thank you all for joining us. Thank you, I've Got It. Thank you, NYC Zom. Oh, and a big thank you to those who followed us when we raided Legends of Evantris last time. So big thank you to Aelwin91, Aelfwin91, Zephyr Zombie. So thank you, Zephyr, and SethWar378. So thank you to those fine folks who gave us a bit of love, a bit of a follow. So thank you all so much. Thank you to everyone who watched and tuned in. We're going to say some goodbyes. I'll figure out who we're going to raid, and it's going to be a good time. We're going to start at the top of our ladder. We're going to start with Mike. We're going to start with Defect.
Yes, I'm Mike. I played Defect. Thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next week.
Well, thank you so much. Next down the list, we got Grrrig.
Grrrig says hi and bye. And Amber says thanks for watching. Are we on next week? Yes, we're on next week, and then what? Off for a couple weeks because it's that time of year where people go places and do things and don't want to sit at their computer on Wednesday nights.
So we will be back next week on the 13th. The 20th is maybe. I'm on call that night, but I'm also in Charlotte. So it is possible I can run it. So I'll have to kind of see, and I'll let everybody know as soon as I can.
Cool. Well, either way, it was good to be back for a hot minute, and we'll be back later.
Indeed. Wonderful. Next on the rung is Olive.
Hey, that's me. I'm Sarah. I have been Olive. Thanks for watching us. If you have no idea what's going on, you can watch our past episodes on YouTube. If you searched for Nuuli Forged there, and you can like and subscribe and watch us do all kinds of goofy things for the past 100-something odd episodes. Yeah, you can also follow us on all manner of social media. Still Nuuli Forged, NUULIFORGED, all over the place. Hey, thanks, Mike.
Wonderful, thank you. I yield my time. Next up, we got Nereus.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Looking forward to seeing you next week. And I think actually Hanukkah starts this Friday.
Oh, it does.
Happy
yes.
holidays.
Yes.
If you
that is true.
Celebrate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in 2 days. Oh yeah, happy Hanukkah, people.
Happy pre-Hanukkah, everyone. Wonderful. Thank you. And then we got Spoot. It's been a while, Spoot. We've missed you.
It has been a while. I have missed everyone. And I'm sorry I was so late tonight. But it's very good to be back. But this is it. This is the last time I ever play because I just botched my save file. So it's been nice.
Here I was thinking you were serious for a second. I was like, oh shit, right at the end.
Wait, what? No.
Spoot just magically disappears, and no. Yeah, so I'll be back next week. See how I'm gonna get out of this.
Yeah, how y'all get out of this. Well, thank you all so much for playing. Says,
"Fly, you fools!"
There you go.
Should have taken the Eagles. Damn it.
I got this Balrog. It's fine.
Well, thank you all so much. I hope you had fun. I hope you had fun playing. Thank you to everyone who watched, who lurked, who commented, all the jam. Thank you, I've Got It, for being best mod on the Twitch. We're going to raid into Legends of Evantris. They're playing some D&D over there. Give them a shout out. Let them know that they've been newly raided. And we will see you all back here next week, December 13th. Be kind to each other. Spread a little positivity and love. Happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays. Happy Christmas, Ramadan. All the stuff, solstice that's coming up. We'll say that again next week. But thank you all.
But you can have good days until then, too.
Yeah. Have many good times. We will see you next week at 7 p.m. That's it. Thank you so much. Let Evantris know that they've been newly rated. Goodbye, everyone. Whoops.
Ciao.
Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.